Oh blimey, hello there. My name's Kimberly Mallestone, but YA can call me Kimmy if YA fancy. I be a YouTuber what likes to talk about things like anime, gaming, cosplaying, golems, and even some cooking every now and then. Now, I ain't just any old person, I'm a mountain dwarf, which means I'm shorter than most folks, but don't let that fool YA. I might be small, but I got a heart as big as the mountains themselves. Well, living underground has its perks and downfalls. The dark caves can get a bit dreary sometimes, but we dwarfs are used to it. We have our own mines and farms underground, so we grow our own food and mine our own resources. As for the surface world, I haven't had the chance to visit it yet, but it's definitely on my bucket list. I hear it's full of beautiful landscapes and vibrant cities. Can't wait to see it one day. Ah, the magic of technology, eh? Down here, we've managed to create a network of tunnels and shafts that allow us to connect to the surface world. It's quite incredible, really. We use a combination of magical enchantments and advanced engineering techniques to keep everything running smoothly. And as for TV and internet access, well, we've got our own underground broadcasting system that sends signals throughout the caverns. Not too shabby, eh? Oh, absolutely. When I was younger, I used to accompany my father to the trading depots. He was a skilled blacksmith, and I would help him sell his wares. It was a tough job, but I loved every minute of it. There's something truly satisfying about seeing people appreciate the hard work and craftsmanship that goes into creating each piece. Plus, I got to meet lots of interesting characters from other races and regions. It was a great way to learn about the world beyond our mountain home. Yes, unfortunately, I have witnessed a goblin raid. It was a terrifying experience. Goblins are vicious creatures, and they attack without warning. They swarm in like a pack of wild animals, causing chaos and destruction in their wake. Our village was under siege for several days, and it took the combined efforts of our warriors and magical defenders to finally drive them away. It was a harsh reminder of the danger that exists outside our mountain homes, and it instilled in me a deep hatred for goblins and their ilk. While goblins do inhabit some parts of the underground world, they certainly aren't the only ones dwelling below ground. There are plenty of other civilizations that live underground, such as gnomes, sverfnoblin, and even some halflings. Each race has carved out their own little corner of the subterranean world, and while we may not always see eye to eye, we still manage to coexist peacefully for the most part. After all, we're all just trying to survive down here. Blimey, you have no idea how long it takes to maintain these locks of mine. With all the braids, buns, and intricate twists, it's a daily ritual that can easily take a couple of hours. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. My hair is a reflection of my personality, and it makes me feel confident and unique. Plus, it keeps my ears nice and warm during those chilly underground nights. Well, as a dwarf woman myself, I can confirm that yes, we do tend to have larger breasts compared to our human counterparts. It's just one of the many physical differences between dwarfs and humans. Some folk believe it's due to our thicker bone structure, while others speculate it's simply part of our genetic makeup. Either way, I'm proud of my bust and wouldn't change it for the world. Oh, bless your cotton socks. You must be new around here. I don't dress skimpy because I want to show off my assets, though I won't complain if it catches people's attention. No, I dress the way I do because I love experimenting with fashion and pushing boundaries. Plus, as a dwarf, I find that wearing clothes that are a bit more form-fitting helps to emphasize my curves and make me feel confident. So, it's really all about self-expression and feeling good in my own skin. Does that clear things up for you? Ah, that's a clever observation, mate. You see, as a dwarf who loves cooking almost as much as I love adventure, I figured why not combine my passions. My trusty frying pan serves dual purposes. It's perfect for whipping up a delicious meal, and it doubles as a formidable weapon when danger strikes. Plus, there's something incredibly satisfying about flipping an enemy right off their feet with a well-timed swing of my sizzling pan. It's all about making the most of what you've got, really. Oh, that's my favorite little guy. I picked him up at a local market during one of my travels. He's made of stone, just like the real deal, and he's been with me through thick and thin. I mean, who doesn't love having a loyal golem companion, right? He's not just decoration, he also serves as a handy paperweight when I'm busy writing scripts or planning my next adventure. Alright, that's all the questions I've got for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed our chat and learned a thing or two about yours truly. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment and subscribe to my channel if you want to join me on more adventures in the future. And last but not least, let's give a shout out to Raid Shadow Legends. It's a pretty popular mobile game among the dwarven folk back home. It's a strategy role-playing game where you build your team of champions and battle against other players in epic battles. What I really dig about it is that you can play it on both your phone and computer, so you can take your heroes with you wherever you go. The graphics are top-notch, and the gameplay is super engaging. Plus, there's a huge variety of champions to collect, each with their own unique abilities and backstories. If you're looking for a fun, immersive gaming experience, I highly recommend giving Raid Shadow Legends a try. Until next time, stay safe, stay awesome, and may your dice rolls always be in your favor. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another fun-filled episode of Kimberly's Corner. Today, I'm excited to share some of my favorite dwarf memes with you all. Now, I know that dwarfs aren't exactly known for their sense of humor, but trust me when I say that these memes are guaranteed to bring a smile to your face, or at least a chuckle. So without further ado, let's dive into the world of dwarf memes and see what hilarity awaits us. Here's one that always makes me chuckle. There's a picture of a dwarf standing next to a massive pile of gold coins, with the caption, "When someone asks why dwarfs are so wealthy." It's a light-hearted jab at our reputation for wealth and prosperity, but it also speaks to the hard work and determination that underlie our success. After all, it's no easy feat to dig deep into the earth and unearth such riches. I love this meme because it perfectly captures the essence of dwarven humor and our penchant for taking things a little too far. The image shows a dwarf standing next to a massive pile of treasure, his eyes wide with excitement and disbelief. The caption reads, "When you finally beat the dragon and realize you didn't actually need any of that gold." It's hilarious because it highlights our tendency to hoard and obsess over possessions, even when they serve no practical purpose. Plus, who doesn't love a good dragon-slaying joke? The classic dwarf versus mountain meme. It features a dwarf standing triumphantly atop a towering mountain, with the caption, "When a dwarf says she's going to climb a mountain." It's a perfect blend of humor, determination, and sheer dwarven badassery, everything I love about my people. This one is a classic. It features a dwarf holding a giant hammer, surrounded by a bunch of smaller hammers, each labeled with a different weight class, from lightweight to heavyweight. The caption reads, "When someone asks if I can lift my own hammer." It's a perfect representation of the stereotype that dwarfs are naturally skilled at wielding heavy weaponry, and it never fails to elicit a chuckle. Plus, it reminds us that while we may be small in stature, we definitely pack a punch. Alright, that's all the memes for today's episode of Kimberly's Corner. I hope you all enjoyed our little journey through the world of dwarf memes, and I truly appreciate your company along the way. If you liked what you saw today, be sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more laughs, adventures, and dwarven antics in the episodes to come. Until next time, stay safe, stay happy, and most importantly, stay curious.
On me. Did you ever know that I had mine on you?
Born underground, sucker from a deed of stone, raised in the dark, the safety of our anti-home, skin made of iron, still in our bones. To dig and dig makes us free. Come on, brother, sing with me.
Hello, my lovely treasures. It's Kimberly Mallestone, your favorite dwarf YouTuber with the rocking tits and iron hips here. But in all seriousness, today, we're delving into the fascinating world of golems. Now, I know golems aren't exactly the flashiest or most glamorous topic, but I promise you, once you start learning about these incredible creatures, you'll be hooked. So let's talk about the practical uses of golems. You see, golems are incredibly versatile beings, capable of performing a wide range of tasks. For dwarfs, they are particularly useful in our mountain strongholds, where the harsh conditions and treacherous terrain make manual labor a real challenge. Golems excel at this kind of work, thanks to their immense strength and unwavering endurance. They can dig tunnels, haul heavy loads, and even help with mining operations, making life immeasurably easier for us dwarfs. Creating a golem is no small feat, my friends. It requires a tremendous amount of skill, knowledge, and patience. First, you need to gather the right materials, typically clay or stone, along with a source of power, such as a rare gemstone or a powerful magic artifact. Then, you'll need to shape the material into the desired form, using complex rituals and incantations to infuse the creature with life. The whole process can take days, weeks, or even months, depending on the complexity of the golem and the expertise of the crafter. And let's not forget about the cost. Creating a golem isn't cheap, and only the wealthiest individuals or organizations can afford to commission one. While golems will always hold a special place in my heart, there's just something so satisfying about creating delicious meals that start your day off on the right foot. This morning, I had a hearty dwarven breakfast of smoked boar sausages, crispy bacon, scrambled eggs with cheese, and a side of buttered toast. I started by preheating my cast iron skillet on medium heat, then added a dash of butter to coat the surface. Once the pan was hot, I cracked 2 fresh eggs into a bowl, whisked them together with a splash of milk and a handful of grated cheddar cheese. I poured the egg mixture into the skillet, and as it cooked, I gently folded the eggs over, allowing the melted cheese to bind everything together. Meanwhile, I placed the slices of bread in the toaster until they were golden brown and crisp. In a separate pan, I cooked the sausages and bacon over medium heat, turning them occasionally to ensure even browning. I kept a close eye on the meat, making sure not to overcook it. When it comes to shopping for groceries, I prefer to visit the local market. There's just something about the bustling atmosphere, the vibrant colors of the fruits and vegetables, and the friendly banter between vendors and customers that really gets my blood pumping. Of course, I always keep an eye out for a good sale. After all, who doesn't love saving a few coins on their favorite snacks? And once I've filled my basket with all sorts of delicious treats, I take a leisurely stroll back home, savoring the sights and sounds of my beloved mountain town. There's nothing quite like the satisfaction of a successful grocery run, especially when you know you'll be enjoying mouthwatering meals for days to come. As a dwarf, I've always had a soft spot for a hearty, full-bodied brew. My personal favorite would have to be a classic dwarven stout, dark, robust, and packed with flavor. There's nothing quite like savoring a fine ale after a long day of adventuring, and I'm always on the lookout for new brews to try and share with my friends. One dish that I've always been curious to try, but unfortunately hasn't made its way to our humble dwarf stronghold, is sushi. The thought of raw fish wrapped in rice and seaweed sounds utterly delightful, and I can only imagine how refreshing and satisfying it must taste. Of course, given the distance between our mountain home and the ocean, it's unlikely that we'll be able to enjoy this delicacy anytime soon. But hey, a girl can dream, right? Who knows, maybe one day we'll be able to convince the elves to set up a fishing village near our stronghold, and then we could finally indulge in this tantalizing treat. Fingers crossed. I'm always excited to answer your questions and hear what's on your mind. So go ahead and drop a comment with your Q&A, and let's see what we got today. Growing up, I was fortunate enough to have a loyal and steadfast companion by my side, a breed of dog known as the Duergar Hound. These remarkable creatures are native to the Underdark, and they possess several unique adaptations that make them ideal pets for dwarfs. Not only are they able to navigate the treacherous tunnels and caverns with ease, but they also have exceptional night vision, allowing them to see clearly even in the darkest depths of our subterranean homes. Plus, their keen sense of smell and unwavering loyalty make them invaluable allies in times of danger. My Duergar hound, Grom, was my constant protector and confidant, and I will forever cherish the memories we shared together. Growing up underground was an incredible experience, full of wonder and excitement. From the moment I took my first steps in the family mine, I was captivated by the intricate network of tunnels and caverns that stretched out before me like a vast subterranean labyrinth. Our dwarven culture places great importance on tradition and heritage, so learning the common tongue was a crucial part of my education. We would gather around the flickering glow of a lantern, our voices echoing through the darkness as we recited ancient tales and legends passed down through generations. History, too, played a central role in my upbringing. Every nook and cranny of our mountain fortress was steeped in stories of daring deeds, fierce battles, and legendary heroes. Ah, that's a lovely observation. Resting my hand on my chest is a subtle nod to my dwarven heritage and a symbol of pride in my cultural identity. Dwarfs are known for their strong sense of tradition and loyalty, and this gesture serves as a reminder of the values and beliefs that shape my existence. Additionally, it helps me maintain a steady and confident posture while speaking, which in turn contributes to my overall presence and demeanor on camera. So, while it may appear merely decorative, this simple act holds great significance and meaning within the context of my dwarven roots. Necromancy is an abhorrent practice, one that goes against everything we hold sacred as dwarfs. Our culture places a great deal of importance on honoring our ancestors and treating the deceased with dignity and respect. To raise the dead as mindless slaves or tools of war is a gross violation of these principles, and it's something we vehemently oppose. The sight of skeleton and zombie armies marching across the battlefield is truly a horrifying spectacle, one that fills our hearts with dread and disgust. We believe that the spirits of the departed should rest in peace, free from the manipulation and exploitation of evil sorcerers. So, whenever we face off against necromancers and their unholy minions, we fight not only for ourselves and our homes, but also for the honor and sanctity of the dead. I must admit that I don't get to see many human knights in action. While we certainly have our share of conflicts and skirmishes, the vast majority of our interactions with humans involve trade, diplomacy, and the occasional adventurers. When it comes to navigating the dark, narrow passages of our mountain strongholds, humans simply don't have the same advantages we do. Their eyesight pales in comparison to ours, and their lack of night vision makes them ill-suited for life underground. As for horses, they are simply not cut out for the cramped, twisty corridors of our home. Instead, we rely on sturdier, hardier animals like goats and rams or golems to transport goods and supplies within the mountains. Oh, my name is Kimberly Mallestone, and I'm proud to represent the Dwarven people as a YouTube personality. I've always been fascinated by the rich tapestry of Dwarven culture, from our ancient traditions and customs to our epic tales of heroism and adventure. One aspect of our culture that I particularly love is the art of braiding hair. As a dwarf woman, I take great pride in my thick, curly locks, and I enjoy crafting intricate patterns and designs that reflect my personal style and heritage. Braiding is more than just a beauty routine for us. It's a symbol of our identity and a celebration of our shared history. So, if you ever come across a dwarf woman with an impressive braid, remember that it represents countless hours of careful craftsmanship and a deep connection to our past. Thank you all so much for joining me today on this journey through golems, food, and questions. I truly appreciate your support and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to stay updated on future content. And who knows, maybe next time you'll see me naked, just kidding. Sort of. Anyway, until next time, stay curious, stay hungry, and remember to always savor the moment. Bye bye, my lovely treasures. Ah, the pulsating rhythm of Windrose's signature sound. I must admit, I love Windrose and their incredible ability to capture the essence of Dwarven spirit and resilience through their music. As I embark on this new video project, I cannot help but feel inspired by their anthemic melodies and empowering lyrics. For the Dwarven homeland, by the blood of our ancestors, we shall not falter. Our resolve is unbreakable, our spirits unshakable. Now, I must apologize for allowing myself to become so swept up in the music. However, I trust that you understand the irresistible allure of Windrose's Dwarven rock. In any case, in this video, I aim to shed light on the intricacies of Dwarven relationships and the role that love plays in our lives. From the importance of family and community bonds to the unique qualities that make Dwarven partners exceptional, I hope to provide valuable insights and perspectives that will enrich your understanding of our culture and traditions. So, stay tuned as we delve into the complexities of Dwarven love and the many ways in which it shapes our lives and strengthens our communities. The concept of arranged marriages is quite prevalent among dwarves, as our society places great emphasis on stability, continuity, and the preservation of our cultural heritage. Although the idea of falling in love may seem less important to some dwarves, it is essential to remember that love can develop and flourish within the context of an arranged marriage. Over time, couples may come to cherish and accept one another, ultimately finding happiness and fulfillment in their union. Furthermore, the shared interests and priorities that arise from an arranged match can actually foster a deeper sense of connection and understanding between partners. While it is true that many dwarfs do not prioritize romantic relationships or family life, it is crucial to emphasize that each individual has the freedom to chart their own path and determine their own priorities. Some dwarfs may choose to dedicate their lives to their careers, their passions, or their personal growth, while others may seek out love and companionship alongside these pursuits. Ultimately, the beauty of our diverse culture lies in the wide range of choices and opportunities available to us, and the ability to create a meaningful and fulfilling life on our own terms. The subject of interracial relationships between dwarfs and humans is indeed a fascinating one. It is true that many dwarven and human partnerships begin through chance encounters, often involving humans visiting dwarven strongholds or dwarfs venturing beyond the safety of their underground homes. One aspect of human and dwarf relationships that I find particularly endearing is the mutual appreciation for qualities such as honor, integrity, and sincerity. These traits are highly valued in both dwarven and human cultures, and they serve as a solid foundation upon which lasting connections can be built. While it is true that dwarfs can be protective of certain aspects of their identity, such as their size, honor, beards, braids, and family, it is equally important to understand that these characteristics form an integral part of our cultural tapestry. We take immense pride in our heritage and the values that define us, and it is only natural that we would feel a sense of discomfort or offense when these elements are trivialized or ridiculed. That said, we are also open to forming connections with members of other races, including humans, and we appreciate the genuine affection and admiration that can stem from such relationships. As for the matter of height differences, while it may initially seem unconventional or even appealing to some, it is ultimately the love, trust, and mutual respect that underpin a successful partnership that it is crucial for both parties to openly discuss their feelings, concerns, and boundaries, and to be willing to adapt and adjust their behaviors in order to foster a healthy and harmonious dynamic. By doing so, we can create a foundation of understanding and empathy that enables us to navigate the challenges and rewards of our relationships with grace and resilience. So, while height differences might initially capture our attention, it is ultimately the depth of our emotional connection that determines the success and longevity of our partnerships. Indeed, our physical attributes, such as our muscular build, facial hair, and curvaceous figures, can contribute to a highly pleasurable and satisfying experience for both partners involved. Furthermore, dwarfs are known for their tenacity and endurance, which can translate into a passionate and energetic approach to lovemaking. The combination of our robust physique and our innate desire to connect with our partners on a deep and meaningful level can lead to a truly rewarding and fulfilling sexual experience. So, while it is true that dwarfs and humans may encounter certain challenges and misunderstandings in their relationships, the potential for a rich and fulfilling sexual connection should not be overlooked or dismissed. The topic of interspecies reproduction is indeed a fascinating and complex one. While it is true that dwarfs and humans cannot produce offspring together, there is something incredibly romantic and intimate about sharing a deep connection with someone who belongs to a different species. In fact, the knowledge that our union will not result in children allows us to focus solely on the love and passion that we share, free from the pressures and expectations that often accompany traditional familial bonds. As someone who has experienced the joys and challenges of a mixed-race relationship, I can attest to the profound sense of closeness and understanding that can emerge from such a connection. And although our union may not result in biological progeny, the love and respect that we hold for one another are truly priceless treasures. I am one of the few dwarfs in my stronghold to have a human lover. Our relationship has taught me so much about tolerance and understanding, and I genuinely believe that our bond is stronger because of our differences. I can't imagine a life without him, and I hope that one day we will be able to marry and spend the rest of our lives together. No matter what challenges we may face, I know that we will always have each other's backs, and that's worth more than any treasure or honor. I'm always eager to engage with my viewers and address their curiosities and concerns. So, let's dive into those questions and discover what insights and perspectives await us. Haha, that's actually a common misconception. While it's true that dwarfs are known for their love of ale and other beverages, they are born in the same way as any other race. It's just a fun little stereotype that has developed over time. But we do have a penchant for craftsmanship and a love for all things intricate and well-built. So while we might not be rolling out of our mothers' bellies in actual barrels, we do carry that same attention to detail and dedication to quality throughout our lives. Oh, absolutely not! That's a common misconception. While it's true that many male dwarfs grow impressive facial hair, dwarf women do not have beards. However, we do have another traditional element that sets us apart: our hair. Many dwarf women take pride in their thick, curly locks, often braiding them into elaborate patterns and designs as a way of expressing our unique cultural identity. It's a beautiful and meaningful expression of our heritage, and it's something we take great care in maintaining and preserving. So, if you ever encounter a dwarf woman with impressive braids, remember to show her the respect she deserves. Treat her hair with the same reverence you would a dwarf man's beard, and you'll be on the right track towards understanding and appreciating our customs and traditions. Sometimes I do feel like I spend too much time on the computer, especially when I'm working on editing videos or researching new recipes. But at the same time, creating content for my channel is something that I really enjoy and am passionate about. So while it can be a struggle to balance my screen time with other activities, ultimately I try to make sure that I'm taking breaks and engaging in other hobbies as well. It's all about finding a healthy balance. If someone were to shave off my hair without my consent, I would be extremely upset and violated. Hair is a part of our identity and personal expression, so it would feel like a violation of my autonomy. I would definitely confront the person responsible and seek justice for their actions. I would be delighted to share more about my family. My father, Mallestone, is a skilled blacksmith and master craftsman who takes great pride in his work. He imparted his knowledge and expertise onto me, instilling a deep appreciation for the artistry and precision required in forging metal. My mother, Mallestone, is an accomplished geologist and explorer, whose boundless curiosity and adventurous spirit inspired me to seek out new experiences and challenge myself both physically and mentally. My older brother, Mallestone, is a proud member of the Mountain Guard, a prestigious organization responsible for maintaining law and order within the Dwarf Hold. As a seasoned warrior and tactician, he has dedicated his life to protecting our people and ensuring the safety and security of our home. Despite our differing roles within the community, Torin and I share a close bond, and I often find myself seeking his guidance and wisdom when faced with difficult decisions or challenging situations. The phrase, rocking tits, iron hips, is indeed a delightful and humorous nod to the robust physiques of dwarven women. As someone who takes pride in her dwarven heritage, I enjoy using this expression to celebrate and showcase the strength, resilience, and vitality that define our people. Additionally, embracing and flaunting our assets and bodies serves as a reminder that beauty comes in many forms, and that confidence and self-assurance are key factors in achieving a sense of inner and outer radiance. So, I encourage everyone to embrace their unique qualities and to wear their strengths proudly, regardless of their race or background. I am delighted to hear that my occasional nose twitches have captured your attention and brought a smile to your face. While I am not always fully aware of this habit, I am deeply grateful for the positive impact it seems to have on those who watch my videos. My goal is to create content that is engaging, informative, and entertaining, and I am thrilled to know that my quirky mannerisms contribute to the overall experience. So, thank you for pointing this out, and please rest assured that I will continue to strive for cuteness and charm in every aspect of my persona. Alright, my precious treasures, it's time to wrap up this delightful journey through the realms of love, lust, and laughter. I hope you've enjoyed our exploration of the complexities and nuances of interracial relationships, particularly between dwarfs and humans. Remember, my lovely treasures, that love knows no bounds, and it is our unique qualities and shared passions that make each relationship truly special. Thank you for joining me today, and remember, I am forever at your service, ready to bring you more enchanting tales and exhilarating adventures. Until next time, stay curious, stay bold, and most importantly, stay magical. Goodbye for now, my splendid treasures. Ahoy there, my precious treasures. Today we're diving into something truly special. It's more dwarven memes. Now, I know some of YA might be thinking, what's so great about dwarfs? Well, let me tell YA, we've got quite the sense of humor, and our memes are nothing short of hilarious. So put on your best dwarven hat, grab your favorite brew, and join me as we laugh our way through these priceless gems. Alright, so this one here is a classic. It shows a dwarf standing tall and proud, while a goblin tries to sneak attack him from behind. The caption reads, "Dwarfs don't get surprised by sneaky attacks because they're too busy being awesome." I mean, come on. That's just pure gold right there. Dwarfs are known for their strength, courage, and resilience, and this meme perfectly encapsulates those qualities. Plus, who wouldn't want to be as badass as a dwarf? Alright, here's one that'll make you laugh. It's a picture of a dwarf standing next to a pile of gold coins, with the caption, "Dwarfs don't need money, they have gold mines." It's a humorous look at the stereotype that dwarfs are obsessed with wealth and material possessions. While it's true that we value hard work and craftsmanship, we also understand that there's more to life than accumulating riches. For us, it's all about balance, working hard, enjoying the fruits of our labor, and spending quality time with the people we care about. Oh, this one is quite risque. It's a picture of a dwarf woman with her arms crossed over her chest, with the caption, "Dwarven cleavage, where the mountains meet." It's a cheeky reference to our ample bosoms, which are a source of pride and confidence for many dwarf women. We may not have the slender figures of elves or the curvaceous hips of halflings, but we know how to work what we've got. And let me tell you, there's nothing quite as satisfying as catching a glimpse of yourself in the mirror, admiring the way your breasts spill over the top of your corset. Here's another one that always makes me chuckle. It's a picture of a dwarf standing next to a giant, with the caption, "Dwarfs, the only race that can stand toe-to-toe with giants. And still win." It's a testament to our tenacity and determination, qualities that have helped us survive countless battles and challenges throughout history. We may be small, but we're mighty, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Haha, oh, this one's a good one. It's a picture of a dwarf drinking a huge mug of beer, with the caption, "Dwarven beer, brewed for strength, enjoyed for taste." It's a light-hearted jab at our love for hearty, robust beverages. While it's true that our beer is known for its potency, we also appreciate the finer aspects of flavor and aroma. After all, what's the point of brewing a delicious drink if you can't savor every last drop? Alright, here's another one. It's a picture of a dwarf wielding a massive axe, with the caption, "Dwarven weaponry, made by dwarfs, for dwarfs." It's a humorous acknowledgement of our affinity for crafting powerful and intricate weapons. We take great pride in our ability to create tools and weapons that are both beautiful and effective, and this meme serves as a reminder of that skill and dedication. Oh, I love this one! It features a dwarf standing in front of a forge, with sparks flying everywhere and the text, "Dwarfs. When we say we're going to forge something, we mean it." It's such a great representation of dwarven strength and skill, and it reminds us that when we set our minds to something, there's nothing we can't achieve. Ah, yes! This meme really tickles me. It shows a dwarf and a human holding hands, with the caption, "When you realize your significant other is from another race." It's a light-hearted reminder to me of the obstacles my relationship overcome in order to be together with my beloved. People might raise eyebrows and question our compatibility, but we know that our love is real and genuine. And that's all that matters. Oh, this one is too cute. It shows a dwarf and a golem working together at a forge, with the text, "Teamwork makes the dream work." It's a lovely example of how different races can come together and accomplish great things when they put aside their differences and work towards a common goal. After all, there's no task too difficult for a skilled dwarf and a loyal golem to tackle together. Ah, this one's a classic. It shows a dwarf and a human on a date, with the text, "When your dwarf friend takes you on a romantic candlelit dinner." In a cave. While it may not seem like the most traditional setting for a date, there's something charming about the idea of a dwarf sharing their home and culture with someone they care about. And who knows? Maybe the glow of the candles will reveal hidden treasures within the caverns. Oh, this one always gets a chuckle. It shows a dwarf standing next to a massive, intricate gate, with the text, "When your dwarf friend brags about building a simple fence." Dwarfs are renowned for their craftsmanship and attention to detail, so it's only natural that we would take pride in our work, even if it means exaggerating its complexity a bit. But hey, who could blame us for wanting to show off our skills? Alright, my lovely treasures, it's time for the part you've all been waiting for. The steamy outro featuring yours truly. As promised, I've prepared some exclusive, never-before-seen photos just for you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the view. Remember, these images are strictly for adults only, so if you're underage or easily offended, please click away now. For everyone else, let's dive into the world of Kimberly Mallestone hardcore nudity. Hello, my dear treasures. Today, we're going to explore a fascinating what-if scenario. What if I were a Magic, the Gathering card? Now, I know I already exist in real life, but bear with me here. We'll imagine that I've been transformed into a powerful MTG card, complete with unique abilities and stunning artwork. So buckle up, and let's dive into the world of the Magic card. If I were a Magic the Gathering card, I'd probably be a legendary creature with a high mana cost, because let's face it, I'm quite the catch. As a rare and unique creature, my mana cost would naturally be high. Maybe 1 colorless mana, 2 red mana to cast. That way, players would have to invest heavily in order to summon such a powerful and captivating entity onto the battlefield. My creature type would likely be something along the lines of dwarf warrior, as I am known for my adventurous spirit. Since I'm a legend in my own right, I think my power and toughness should reflect that. As a legendary creature, my card ability would likely involve some sort of effect that benefits both me and my allies. Perhaps something like, whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, tap that creature. If it's a dwarf, put a +1/+1 counter on target permanent you control. This way, I can help strengthen my team while also providing support to my fellow dwarfs. Let's say my power is 5 and my toughness is 4, representing my strong sense of self and resilience against adversity. Plus, it's always nice to have a little room for growth, so maybe there's potential for even higher stats in the future. Hello, my dearest treasures. Welcome back to another enchanting episode of my channel. Today, we're going to dive into the magical realm of questions and answers, where I'll do my best to satisfy your curiosity and provide you with the knowledge you seek. So, without further ado, let's get started. Oh my! I must admit that I have never heard of this No Nut November challenge before, but it sounds quite interesting. Perhaps that could explain why my viewer count drops during that month. As for the concept of male sexual abstinence, it can be a personal choice and a form of self-discipline. However, everyone should always prioritize their own physical and mental well-being above any societal expectations or challenges. And who knows, maybe we can come up with our own challenge to keep things spicy. The age-old debate of axe versus hammer. Well, as a proud member of Team Hammer, I must say that I prefer the frying pan over both of these weapons. Why, you ask? Well, first of all, frying pans are incredibly versatile. They can be used for cooking, defending oneself, or even as a makeshift shield in a pinch. Plus, who wouldn't want to wield a weapon that has the potential to cook up some delicious bacon while taking down enemies? No contest, really. So, there you have it. Team Frying Pan all the way. As a dwarf, there are definitely some challenges that come with the territory. One of the biggest difficulties is dealing with people who don't understand or appreciate our culture and traditions. There have been times when I've felt misunderstood or judged because of my heritage, which can be frustrating and disheartening. Another challenge is finding ways to stand out in a society that often values human-like features above all else. As a dwarf, I may not have the same physical attributes as humans, but that doesn't mean I'm any less capable or valuable. In fact, I believe that my dwarven heritage gives me a unique perspective and set of skills that I can bring to the table. Overall, being a dwarf comes with its fair share of obstacles, but it also comes with a great deal of pride and determination. That's a great question. In dwarven culture, our names are deeply connected to our clans and family lines. Unlike humans, who often choose surnames based on their family or partner's last name, dwarfs typically take their clan name as their last name. This is because our identity is closely tied to our clan and the history of our people. Each dwarven clan has its own unique customs, traditions, and beliefs, and we take great pride in our connection to our ancestors and our community. When we take on the name of our clan, we are not only honoring our past, but also embracing our role within our clan and our larger dwarven society. So, when you hear a dwarf's last name, you're not just hearing an individual's moniker. You're learning something about their heritage, their values, and their place in the world. In Dwarven culture, aging is seen as a natural part of life, and we respect and honor our elders for their wisdom and experience. As dwarfs grow older, they may begin to slow down physically, but their minds remain sharp and their spirits strong. Many elderly dwarfs continue to contribute to their communities in various ways, whether it's passing on knowledge to younger generations, mentoring apprentices, or simply offering guidance and support to those around them. Some dwarfs may retire from their jobs or reduce their workload as they age, but they still maintain an active presence in their families and communities. Ultimately, growing old is a blessing for dwarfs, as it allows us to reflect on our lives and pass on our legacy to future generations. I am currently 28 years old. Time flies by so quickly, doesn't it? Every year seems to zoom by faster than the last one. But I'm grateful for every moment, as each day brings new opportunities and experiences. And I'm especially grateful for all the wonderful people I've met along the way, including all of you amazing treasures. Thank you for being a part of my journey, and I look forward to continuing this adventure together. Alright, my dear viewers, it's time for me to bid you adieu. Before I go, let me give a shout out to all those poor souls who are participating in No Nut November. Or trying to, at least. Keep going, my friends. And for those of you who are still watching, I want to send a special thank you your way. Your loyalty and support mean the world to me, and I'm honored to have you along for the ride. Now, if you'll indulge me, I'd like to end this video with a little something naughty. And by naughty, I mean a sexy. Alright, now that we've gotten that out of the way, I want to extend my gratitude once again to all of you amazing treasures. Thank you for joining me on this wild ride, and I hope you'll stick around for future videos. Until then, stay safe, stay rocking, and keep those juices flowing. Ha ha! Hello, my lovely treasures. I hope this finds you well and full of energy for today's adventure. I wanted to start by expressing my deepest gratitude for your continued support and encouragement. Your likes, subs, and comments truly mean the world to me, and I promise to keep delivering the best possible content for you. Today's video is all about cooking, and we're kicking things off with a classic dwarven dish: a hearty stew. Now, I know many of you might be wondering how to prepare such a delicious and warming meal. Well, fear not, because I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Here's the recipe for our dwarven stew. Let's begin. First, gather your ingredients. Chop up your vegetables and meat into small pieces. Dice onions, peel and chop carrots, potatoes, peeled and chopped, celery, chopped, beef, cut into cubes. Now heat up some oil in a large pot over medium heat. Add the onions and sauté them until they become translucent. Next, add the carrots, potatoes, celery, and beef to the pot. Cook everything together for a few minutes, stirring occasionally to ensure even cooking. Once the meat has browned, pour in enough water or broth to cover the ingredients. Bring the mixture to a boil, then reduce the heat to a simmer. Add salt and pepper to taste, along with any additional seasonings you prefer. Allow the stew to simmer for at least an hour, or until the vegetables are tender and the flavors have melded together. Finally, serve your dwarven stew hot, accompanied by crusty bread or a fresh salad. Now a topic near and dear to my heart. As a proud dwarf, I simply adore a fine bottle of dwarven ale. There are countless breweries across the land, each with its own unique style and flavor profile. However, there are a few favorites that stand out among the rest. One such brand is Stoneheart Brewery. Their flagship ale, Blackbeard's Bounty, is a rich and robust porter that pairs perfectly with our hearty stew. The roasted malts provide a delightfully smooth finish, while the hint of smokiness adds depth and complexity to the beer. Another favorite of mine is Iron Forge Ale Works. Their signature brew, Hammersmith Honey Brown, is a beautifully balanced ale with a touch of sweetness from the honey used in the fermentation process. This beer is perfect for sipping alongside a warm meal, as the subtle maltiness complements. Well, it looks like it's time for our mid-video advertising break. But fear not, my friends, for I have something truly special to share with you today. Introducing the Dwarven Steel Tankard Mug, brought to you by our generous sponsor, Battleborn Brewing Company. This tankard is the epitome of dwarven craftsmanship and design. Its sturdy construction ensures that it will last a lifetime, while the intricate engravings pay homage to our ancient traditions. The handle is designed to provide a comfortable and secure grip, making it easy to hold even when your hands are covered in ale foam. And let's not forget about the capacity. This bad boy can hold an impressive 2 pints of your favorite dwarven ale. So, if you're looking to elevate your drinking experience to new heights, look no further than the Dwarven Steel Tankard Mug. I love interacting with my viewers, and answering my wonderful treasures' questions has become one of my absolute favorite parts of creating videos. I absolutely adore hearing your thoughts, opinions, and questions, as well as sharing my own experiences and insights with you. Our interactions provide a unique opportunity for us to connect on a deeper level, and I'm eternally grateful for the chance to learn from and grow alongside you. So let's dive headfirst into this delightful exchange of ideas and emotions, shall we? I can't wait to see where our conversation takes us today. Oi blimey! Well, I suppose I can understand the appeal of creating pornographic fan art based on my image. It's certainly flattering to know that people find me attractive enough to inspire such creative endeavors. I will maintain a positive attitude towards these creations. I recognize that people express themselves in different ways, and creating fan art is one way for fans to connect with the characters they love. That said, I am entirely supportive of nude figure drawings and loving sexual depictions featuring me, as long as they remain within the realm of consent and mutual pleasure. It's important to me that any artwork celebrating my character reflects the values of love, beauty, and harmony. However, I draw the line at any depiction that borders on rape or non-consensual acts. These themes are never acceptable, and I firmly stand against them in any form of media or art. A goblin seeking to become a dwarf, eh? Well, let me tell why becoming a dwarf isn't just about changing your appearance. It's about embracing our culture, values, and way of life. Here are a few tips to help you on your journey. 1. Learn about dwarven history and lore. Understanding our rich past will give you a deeper appreciation for what it means to be a dwarf. Read books, watch documentaries, and explore ancient ruins to learn more about our origins. 2. Develop a strong work ethic. Dwarfs are known for their hardworking nature and dedication to craftsmanship. Whether it's blacksmithing, mining, or any other trade, put effort into mastering your skills and take pride in your work. 3. Be courageous and stand up for what's right. Dwarfs are known for their bravery and determination in the face of adversity. Face challenges head-on and never back down from a fight, whether it's physical or emotional. 4. Appreciate the finer things in life. Dwarfs love beautiful objects, well-crafted weapons, and delicious ales. Take pleasure in the small joys of life and savor every moment. And don't forget to indulge in a hearty meal now and then, after all. Remember, becoming a dwarf is a lifelong journey, not something you can achieve overnight. Stay committed to your goals, stay true to yourself, and always strive to be the best version of yourself. Good luck on your path to dwarvish enlightenment, mealworm.
Make it rain, girl, make it rain. Make it rain, girl, make it rain.